Hello, Kaiko here, and welcome to the chaos. Let's go.
Okay, so I'm hoping now that we're here, it might let us track. So. Huh? Did it work? Okay, view. Okay, Raggy's stuck doing this, so let's go over here and free Raggy so that we can do this quest. I think this is how you get the second outfit, second miracle outfit, but I think it's not called miracle outfit, it's called wishful outfit or something? It's like the Boneyard special outfit, but the equivalent over here. Maybe it's like no. I was gonna say maybe it's like because the Wishful of Rose outfit we used in the forest. Anyway, let's find Raggy. Wait, what level is Raggy on? Oh, he's on a higher level. Oh, too low. Let's try that again. Hopefully it's quick. Oh yeah, perfect. Much quicker. Okay, this way. This way. Nikki, I spotted Miss Scarlet. She must have learned something from Kulin. Let's go ask her. Hello. That's all the letter here for now. The rest of the details still need to be investigated. Ah, detective, you come at just the right time. Spotting the case from the abandoned district, Kulin's attitude has been fairly cooperative, and she shared a lot. I want to go over it with you and see if you can figure out what really happened. Back during Operation Star Strike, we let Leon slip away. This was a hard-learned lesson. This time we can't have any gaps in the case. Understood. Actually, I have a few questions of my own. I was on my way to get some answers. You can talk to the suspect anytime. Oh, there's one more thing I need your help with. Kulin asked to meet the journalist before she leaves. Do you mean Tommy? I suppose they have a lot to talk about. How about we bring him along when we collect our testimonies? With Nikki there, he won't dare talk nonsense. Yeah, let's keep an eye on that one. He's been snooping around Threadstar lately. Don't let him interfere with the questioning or jot down any half-baked theories in his notebook. Doesn't Tommy usually stick to entertainment gossip? Why is he suddenly interested in crime stories? Did something happen? Maybe this case is just too shocking, or maybe it's personal. Regardless, I'm not sure where he's going to snooping for information. Let's go find him. Okay, do we have to do this quest? I don't really want to do this quest, but I think Raggy is stuck. So we have to do enough of this quest. That we can progress that one. Hey, I've seen him. To be honest about Threadstar, please help. No, the Kulin would like to talk. Okay, I'm guessing they're literally nearby, as in these guys. Only was Julia beat Julie, but Nikki. But during the Ripple 6 soiree, Julie swore she'd challenge her again. Why did Nikki just run off? The styling duel, I'd almost forgotten about that. All I remember is Julie coming back with her killer move, then dancing that incredible dance. Yeah, the whole crowd joined in. I've been replaying it in my head for days, and I just remembered there was even a styling duel. Okay. Why did they... No. Yeah. You're so behind on the news, the real culprit was Mr. Leon. Luckily, Detective Nikki uncovered the truth. When will she open a detective agency out here in the abandoned district? Patience, let her have her time out here in the abandoned district. Only get one case every few centuries anyway. Oh, out here in the abandoned district, we only get one case every few centuries anyway. Hey, did that Pisces with the camera bother you too? He doesn't even like detergent. Why wouldn't he just go back to Sisia? I don't get it either. He kept asking me about that thug Benny, but isn't he locked up already? Why not just go ask him directly? So nobody knows what Benny actually did. Nikki, do you think Tommy's in the dark too, and that's why he went to the cabin where Benny's being held? That makes sense. Let's go check it out. Okay, so I think I vaguely remember it being like down a bit. Is it here? No, not here. Where is it? Wait, what? I think we need to track that quest first. Unless no, we're gonna have to do this quest up until at least we find Raggy. So where is it? Oh no. Seems to be near... Oh, maybe it's... Here it is. My nose already picked up a suspicious scent. Tommy must be nearby. Nikki, look over there. That smell. It reeks of wolf fruit. Don't tell me it's that cheap detergent from the Nightshade Lounge. Wait, this paper is... It's you again, Tommy. We caught you red-handed. Now hand over what you stole. This is called gathering evidence in the name of justice. Coolin, Benny, even that narcissist Leon. It's actually Leon. I'll expose their shady Threadstar schemes. That's a noble idea, but is this really just payback for Leon whacking you on the head? Miss Nikki, you've got to back me up. Leon ruined my chance to interview Madame Julie, and I spent 3 whole days and nights on that draft. Expose Tommy. No excuses, Tommy. Sneaking through Benny's things for your own gain, not justice. That's right, so hand whatever you took, or we'll report you. I just decided on a plan of action. The old shed was my first stop. All I found was a pile of empty bottles and this half-used bottle of cheap detergent. I tried playing the dirty pity card. My claws aren't buying it. What else did you take? I was just about to show you. I also found this note. I dreamed once again of that wish card I cast into the flames. Find me the perfect star. I once believed that star was Circe, the one who taught me how to wish. But she fell, and after that I no longer knew what I was searching for. Ink stains splashed across the page, the words beneath are lost. Why give everything only to lose it all? Why let the cursed Threadstar drive me to its end? No matter what I fought, how I fought, no matter how I clawed, everything was wrong. Failure, nothing but failure. In the century I spent imprisoned, I plotted escape after escape. I picked locks, forged passes, dug tunnels, every attempt futile. Eventually, even the guards stopped chasing me. Why bother? What could a filthy scrap of cloth ever do on the outside? Who would care? The only time I succeeded was here. Perhaps that was the first time fate smiled on me, allowing me, at last, a glimpse of peace. If I had a choice again, I would never let dreams drive me, nor choose a perfect star. I'd rather be a stone buried beneath the trees in quiet wheat field. At least then I could guard someone's wish, or simply rest beneath the tender gates. Is this a wish card? 100 years of imprisonment, countless escape attempts, all around, ending in failure. Even after getting out, he faced nothing but cold stares. Finally free, he still turned back, worried about Leora. In the end, Benny never got the freedom or peace he longed for, all because he tried to save a friend. Nikki, what should we do with this wish card? If we get the chance, we should give it to the Pisces here. Wishes born in the abandoned district should be handled according to the district's customs. Thinking about this feels a bit off. It's making me feel uncomfortable. Maybe what you're feeling is what we call some call sadness. Are you feeling sad over Benny's situation? As if. I'm just sad you didn't leave me more dirt on Leon. Then I could have written the tragic tale of the Threadstar scapegoated Pricey. That bestseller would drive that narcissist crazy. Let's just leave it at that. By the way, Kulin wants to see you. She knows more about Leon. Maybe you'll find the answers you want from her. Meet me? I should get to meet her? I thought imprisoned Pisces weren't allowed to speak freely with ordinary Pisces. I better think carefully about what to say. Oh, and there's the gift Mrs. Simon prepared for her. You mean that scarf? Don't worry, Nikki already made sure it got back to its owner. Thank you, Miss Nikki. That's perfect. Now you won't have to worry about Miss Scarlet giving us a cold shoulder. Let's meet at Barrel Grove. Ooh, non-final wish card. Tell me, are you nervous? Maybe we should wait a bit. Oh, he's already gone. No, I'm a seasoned columnist. Nothing phases me. Ooh! No! I fell. Whoops. Okay, where are we going? Hello, I'm Tommy, a journalist. You probably already know that, right? Tommy does get tongue-tied sometimes. Relax, Kulin asked to meet you. She has questions of her own. That's right. Did Narento ever tell you why he insisted on traveling so far away? Uh-huh, he's a journalist, so chasing stories, uncovering secrets, bringing people joy. Joy? What does a journalist have to do with bringing joy? You asked the right Pisces. I didn't get it at first either until Mrs. Simon explained it to me. Journalists can dig up hidden stories from everyday life. That's basically gossip. When people talk about gossip, they get excited, absorbed, and happy. Especially me. As a Pisces born from a restaurant tablecloth, if I don't hear some juicy gossip every day, I get restless. Even though Mr. Simon isn't into gossip, he wants inviting me to collaborate on writing interesting things about other Pisces. So yes, journalists do bring joy. A load of nonsense. Stories he investigates are about people disappearing, families torn apart. How is that supposed to bring any joy? He said he wanted to become a journalist because of a delivery game he played with his sister. It brought smiles to the people, and this made his sister really happy. Was it a game he played with his sister back when they were humans? Mr. Simon's little sister would find us letters, track them down their original owners, and return the letters to them. Every time they did this, his sister would light up with joy. How is that not creating joy? You're saying he became a journalist because of me? Nonsense, you were just a measly tablecloth. You never lived as a human, so how could you possibly know what the joys and sorrows you love to hear about really feel like? In your brief, finite life, have you ever waited for a letter that never arrived? To chase these stories, my brother always travelled far, far away, earning the resentment of others, and I could only wait until that one time when he never came back. You don't understand, but Narento, he should have. Why did he have to become a journalist? I thought I believed. Unable to say more, Tommy staggers away, runs away, something, vanishing. Tommy, I've never seen him like this. Let him gather his thoughts first, then you can ask about Narento again. No, detective, forget it. It's pointless. His brother isn't coming back anyway. Scarlett told me he was not investigating this. I've already written everything I know in my confession. I, Kulin, hereby admit that over the past few centuries, I have served Threadstar and committed the following crimes. 1. I used the detergent bar as a front for Threadstar's operations, scouting out Pisces for abduction, drugging them with detergent until they blacked out, and keeping them locked away in the basement, hidden from search parties. 2. As a high-ranking member of Threadstar, I issued repeat orders to prosecute Pisces and signed off on processing the victims. 3. During the Golden Vision on duty in the Baden District and Wishfield, I poisoned the Dawn's first light. The entire Ripple State experienced hallucinations, sowing chaos and giving my partners the opportunities they needed to steal the suitcase. Did you know what you were doing? At first, no, but by the time I realized what was happening, I was already an accomplice. I told myself that as long as I could find my brother, as testimony attached, it was probably reported by Miss Scarlett. Q, what exactly did Lowen order you to do? Like I said, poison the guests, so chaos save the suitcase. How did you receive his orders? Always one way, hidden messages. Even after I crossed into the abandoned district, his commands would appear in the ledger, then vanish once I read them. He's crafting a forbidden outfit, brimming with powerful whim. With that kind of talent, being able to pull off tricks like this isn't surprising. I never ask questions. Do you remember the wording of those orders and when they came? Perfectly. The first came right after Judy's Special Express arrived. It had been confirmed the fabric in the suitcase is Juliet, prepared to act. Second, follow shortly after. Steal the suitcase, but do not leave the abandoned district. There's a safe spot inside. Wait there for the next order. I started scouting. Figured I'd use the detergent on hand to poison the guests through Dawn's first light. The third order came once I had the suitcase. Bring the case out to complete the Golden Vision. But about the same time, Benny tipped me off. You were tracking the center of the suitcase and closing in, so I ditched it. Kept only the fabric and planned to lie low before slipping out. Lowen never reached out again after that. Leon even. Leon said the fabric in the box has been confirmed as Judy's, but that fabric was clearly experimental material made by Gordon. That's just what he said. I don't know anything, and I don't want to remember. You should just go. Okay, Momo, let's go check on Tommy. Okay. Call me. I've decided it's now or never. Hey, don't shout so loud, you scared the whiskers off me. What have you decided now? I'm off to discover the true meaning of being a journalist. Kulin was right, I've never been human, so I really don't understand all those complicated emotions that Pisces feel. Maybe that's why I misunderstood what it means to be a journalist, and that's why after all this time I'm still stuck writing filler pages. Huh? That's the conclusion you drew from Mr. Simon's story? Not just that, I've also realized I may never get the chance to become human, but there's still a chance I can become a journalist like Mr. Simon. I have a feeling if I can uncover every last detail about Leon and then write a proper earth-shattering expose like Mr. Simon, I'll finally understand what it truly means to be a journalist. Such complex logic, but it sort of makes sense. An article on Threadstar is definitely a chance worth taking. Right, you think so too, don't you? Ms. Nikki, if that's the case, will you please come with me to investigate? Over the past few days, I picked up quite a bit of useful information for everyone, and I have roughly deduced where Leon was hiding when Madame Judy was attacked in Prospectville. But the leader of Prospectville is a bit intimidating. I'm not familiar with the area at all, and I really need you to come with me. Miss Nikki, you know I've never been human, and I've never had a home, not even someone to... Stop, Tommy, we'll go with you, alright? Yay, let's head there now. That way we'll be back just in time for Yanni's exclusive interview. Yanni? You mean the Yanni that was kidnapped by Threadstar? That's right, I just heard the Kingdom Guards already rescued the Pisces trapped in the Nightshade Lounge's basement. Yanni is on the way back to the abandoned district as we speak. Gathered so much intel in such a short time. I'm impressed. I think Mr. Simon's right, you really are cut from this kind of work. Oh, it's nothing. It's all thanks to my sharp nose. The moment I caught the scent of a big story, I had my colleagues keep watch on the Nightshade Lounge 24/7. Are we going to investigate Leon or not? Let's go. The place is in Prosperville, a bit out of the way. Let's first meet at the spot where Madame Julie was attacked. Okay, is Raggy ready yet? Raggy? No. I think we have to do this whole quest. Raggy's not even doing the quest. Like, he's not... Why? This is fine. We seem to be skipping 79% today, which is a good thing. But it is kind of, like, weird. Definitely weird. But good. But good. But weird. Anyway, I think we gotta go... this way? I turn around. Oh, Nikki over there. Quick, let's go. Let's head to Leon's hideout. Leon really is a nasty piece of work. Even when his own subordinates were being hunted down, all he could think about was getting Madame Julie. Looks like Leon realized partway through his plans that the fabric in the box wasn't Julie after all. After this journal was ripped out in frenzy, just the last 2 pages remained, discarded here as if by accident. Page 1. Ugh, to settle the scraps of fabric in the suitcase aren't Juliet's. What a pathetic performance. Nowhere near the grief I staged to prove it. That's the best you've got? Then by all means come at me. I'll take your ignorance and rewrite the very rules of victory. Page 2. Peggy Gordon. You know better than that brat of a columnist. Simon. Both of you equally insufferable, but it won't matter soon. With a few careful cuts, I'll turn you into screaming rags just like Simon. You writing the rules of victory? Ugh, and ask this. Wait, what's on the second page? Is it about Simon? Tell me. I'm fine, Miss Nikki. Maybe it's not mine, Mrs. Simon. I'm fine. Back then, Miss Simon wanted me to help dig up interesting things about either Pisces. It couldn't have been Threadstar, it just couldn't have. It definitely was. The Full Submission, 632nd edition. The world's called stairs, the incomprehension of others, though he had long since pierced through the essence of this world, exposing its stage illusions, again and again in a desperate attempt to free people from their foolish delusions, his blazing artistic gift was never once acknowledged. He resolved to let time, and himself, bear witness to the truth, so he rose into the sky, borne aloft by 4 balloons. Each balloon carried a meaning, the language of the audience, true art, my pursuit, and the spotlight of the world. As he left, his mother clutched at the hem of his clothes, weeping, begging him not to embark on a journey doomed to fail. But still, he left without hesitation. Along the way, he weathered dark clouds and storms, yet the raging tempest gave him his final revelation, to reveal his art in its truest form and to face his most primal mission head-on. In the end, he let go of the 4 balloons, drifting freely through the sky. All who witnessed him were moved. Even the doubters among the audience fell to their knees, weeping in anguish. Act 7, opening. Mother, narration. How long will you continue with this madness? The agents were right. Not even acting, you're trading your life away for booze. Protagonist. Because my character's no mere role, it's the truth you refuse to face. You'd rather cling to a perfect lie than recognize the genuine work I've created. Character's note, don't perform it with the rations of youth. Instead, recall the unspeakable figure who once gifted me with his hand, and who taught me how to craft that stormset costume. If I hadn't touched the forbidden truth itself, why lower my head to the buzzing of insects? Act. Oh gosh. 10, 20, 30, 42? Closing. Protagonist, I have seen through the falsehood and glimpsed the truth beneath. I have heard the whispers of what is real. Allow me to grant this foolish world a godlike benediction. Protagonist releases the 4 balloons as thunder roars. Take them! Have the paltry victory you crave so much! Falls from the skies, the balloons slip away, yet miraculously breaks through the storm. You who kneel and watch in silence, one day you will understand how to look into the sky. Let me, your final protagonist. Epilogue notes. Since I received the forbidden manuscript, I founded Threadstar and built its legacy over 100 years. What does it matter if hunters came for the stars? As long as one lets go, obliterating the past, and completely rebirth will come. Now our great work lacks but a single element, Madame Julie. When that day comes, I'll teach you all what true worship means, and that day is always upon us. Okay, before that story Lowen spun about Benny giving him a performance outfit as a gift, causing him to be persecuted by Threadstar, that turned out to be a lie. Once again, Benny got blamed for everything. In other words, back when Leon was human, he did receive a gift powerful enough to shake the world, but it wasn't from Benny. It came from a mysterious figure who gave him the sketch for a forbidden outfit. That was when he founded Threadstar, abducting and harming Pisces all for the sake of that forbidden outfit. Every move he made was driven by his own selfish desires. But Threadstar's ledger also contains numerous rental records from when Leon was human. Why would he rent performance outfits for his own company? Was it to hide his identity? I think I know. He was too proud. Since acting career started going down, he decided to lean on the shady dealings of his company instead. If it weren't for those custom-made performance outfits, he probably wouldn't even have been able to land a supporting role. He put himself through that. Those performance outfits were harmful to the body, weren't they? That's why he died so young. When I dug into his past, I found out he passed away on a train platform not long after Operation Starstrike. Maybe it wasn't just from overusing the outfits. His last note says he blew up the headquarters of the diversion and made his escape, so... It's very possible that while transferring the forbidden outfit, his human body couldn't withstand its power, and that's why... That's terrifying. It claimed his life in such a short time. Good thing Miss Scarlet told the Kingdom Guards everything, and that unfinished outfit was destroyed on the spot. Unfortunately, even though human Leon passed away, his wicked ways carried on. He became a Pisces. That's what Mr. Simon noticed in the silence. He had to. His crimes are endless, Tommy. Make sure you really tear into him in your article. Judy's portrait has been violently cut from the page, leaving the yellow paper even more fragile. In another theatre, Juliet was dazzling the crowd. Yet not far away, Mr. Leon, midway through his new performance, went blank. His lines evaporated, strangely, under the stage lights. His sonic science seemed to hold the audience captive. Perhaps the men are destined to err beneath the spotlight. The reporter, seated far from the stage, can hardly claim to understand. Good night, everyone. May tomorrow's actors fare better. Scored in the margins, tiny and furious. Fools! It wasn't a lapse. It was a silent soliloquy. You wretched Philistines, go watch your Juliet. When I stitch these torn costumes full of obsession and adoration, they'll become my masterwork of the forbidden, and you, your vulgar soul, shall never again screech this jarring noise. I think the real purpose behind making those performance outfits was to siphon emotions from others and feed them into the forbidden outfit. No wonder. I know the performance outfits were always rented, never sold. Even if someone wanted the same outfit again, they'd get a brand new one instead. It was to recycle the materials. Horrible. On top of that, Leon was always so jealous of Juliet. If she hadn't retired, that jealousy might have driven him to murder her too. Later, Leon saw Madame Julie in Cecilia searching for Yanni. He realized her fabric contained immense whim, just enough to complete the forbidden outfit. No wonder he pursued her all the way from Cecilia. Old grudges, plus a chance to finish his masterpiece. To him, Madame Julie was like a juicy piece of BBQ. Oh wow, Cecilia was Threadstar's stronghold. They must have carried out countless secret acts. That's how Madame Julie got hurt. If not for Leora and Miss Scarlet, Madame Julie would have been in real danger. Thankfully, that's all behind us now. Okay, Tommy. Such valuable information, every part of Leon's plan laid bare. A groundbreaking exposé for the entire Heartcraft Kingdom to read as first. It's right at my fingertips. I just suddenly get the feeling that I can't trust you. I agree, probably best if we create a mock interrogation, just like when we reconstructed the crime scene with Leora. Interrogation? Miss Nikki, I didn't do anything. My exposé isn't even written yet. Don't be nervous, I need you to explain how you think Leon carried out his whole plan, and I'll look for any holes or inconsistencies in your story. There's no punishment if I mess up. Alright, I'll give it a try. Miss Nikki, you'll definitely help me turn this to a grand exposé, won't you? Okay. Based on your analysis, how exactly did Leon carry out his plan in the abandoned district? The moment Leon learned Julie had been killed, he rushed to pay his respects. Surely it was to clear himself of any suspicion. Wait, let me read these again. Not that one. This one? Nope. Okay, Momo, tell me what to do. Wait, this hasn't it up. If he wants to clear himself of suspicion, wouldn't it be better to keep a low profile? His visit to pay respects must have had another purpose. Is it the suitcase? As a journalist, I still can't see how this piece of evidence ties into Leon's activities. Oh, okay, nope. In the note, Leon mentioned he wasn't really mourning Madame Julie, and also that he had confirmed the fabric in the suitcase wasn't Madame Julie. I see. The way I saw him paying his respects was him throwing himself onto the suitcase. On top of that, he was also using his whim to work on the forbidden outfit. He deliberately approached the suitcase, using his whim to sense the fabric within, and that instant he usually wasn't inside the suitcase. Yes. Oh. Was it this one? Oh, his plan seems clearer now. I'm just so confused. This? No. Oh. This one? Oh. Oh, I got it wrong. Oh dear, let's try that again. Okay, Tommy. Okay, this is this one. Okay. Yes. Though he didn't actually kill Judy, he did plan to take her fabric for himself. He immediately ordered his subordinate to steal the suitcase and bring it back to Cecilia so that he could complete the forbidden outfit. Yes. The Kulin received orders to steal the suitcase and leave it in the abandoned district. Ah, I forgot to get Kulin's testimony. After seeing the fabric that seemed to be Madame Julie's, Leon immediately used paying his respects as an excuse to approach the suitcase. The forbidden outfit granted him a powerful whim, allowing him to clearly discern whether those pieces of fabric were indeed a Pisces. That means he realized the fabric was fake, yet still ordered Kulin to steal the suitcase, and even had to leave it in the abandoned district, and wait, he already knows how to put on a show! Then just for dramatic effect, the third time Kulin received a message and was about to leave the abandoned district with the suitcase, something important happened. Julie was attacked in Prosperville. At the time, most of the Pisces, including those from the volunteer corps, were busy chasing Kulin. I get it now, he took Kulin to steal the suitcase to complete his final task, but in reality, he was just using her as bait to draw everyone's attention. Exactly, and the reason he had Kulin wait after stealing the suitcase was so he could first locate where Madame Julie was hiding. In other words, he used Kulin as bait and had Benny take the blame. Threadstar's master plan, a one-man show abandoning all accomplices. Is absolutely going to be a groundbreaking article. The thing is, the truth is even more painful for Kulin. Sick of his twisted so-called art, Lowen would trample everything in his path and destroy the lives of others. His rotten wish, long tail alone, and his absurd one-man show, Kulin, Benny, every victim, every sacrifice. They were all just props on his stage. According to the abandoned district's beliefs, even such a greedy, harmful wish can give birth to a Pisces. They'll never only be good people, not only good wishes. At least this one won't have another chance. There's no way he could have survived the water spout and crawled back from beneath the stone tree. Perfect. Once the expose is out, it's sure to send shockwaves through to see out. I won't just be some photojournalist everyone can skip over anymore. But is attention alone enough? Leon's longed for attention too. That craving twisted into a rotten wish, which was the seed of his crimes. Is something wrong, Tommy? I'm just thinking out loud. Crafting a truly groundbreaking expose definitely calls for careful, repeated consideration. Speaking of which, my informant told me when Yanni will return to the abandoned district. He should be around now. I need to find Yanni for the perfect interview fast. Let's go too, Nikki. After being locked up for so long, Yanni must have a lot to say about Threadstar. I don't remember who any of these people are. Like, at all. Who are these people? And, like who's Yanni? And where is Yanni? And how do we find Yanni? And is this where we're gonna find Raggy? I just need Raggy. I don't even know why they wouldn't let me do it, because, like, Raggy's not been in this quest so far. And if he's in the end of the quest, usually they let him do other quests first. And this was a new quest. We hadn't even triggered it yet. Maybe it doesn't make sense plot-wise if you don't do this one first. Oh wait, I need to go... Wait, what? It is on this level, okay. No, it's not on this level. Or maybe it is on that level. Oh well, it'll make it easier to get there from above. Fancy phone, midnight bloom bright, very go round, why do my movements feel so light? Wait a second, when you kidnapped missing for months and just made the long journey back from Scythia, and now you're already squeezing juice? That's a bit much, don't you think? But I'm gonna forget, if I don't squeeze now and get it down, it'll just vanish from my mind. Fancy phone, midnight bloom bright, and... Oh, the poor Pisces keep muttering to himself after coming back from Scythia, as if finally remembered its important recipe, or could this be a secret code whispered between victims passed from one tiny cell to the next? Hello, I'd like to interview you. Yanni must be exhausted. Tell me that's to let him rest for a while. Yanni, what are you trying to squeeze? We'll help you. Alright, that's very kind of you, human, whoever you are. Here, take the recipe I copied. Fancy foam, Sister's favourite. 3 doses of lamp chili extract. Midnight blueprint, a bard's secret muse. 2 doses of daisy, 1 dose of lamp bloom. Fancy foam, midnight bloom bright, and berry go round. Looks like these are names of different detergents. Berry go round, brother's eccentric taste. Dose of wolf fruit, 1 of starlight breath, and 1 dose of button cones. Fine, human, shall we start pressing the juice now? Sure. Ready, let's give it a try. Okay, I don't remember how to do this either, so hopefully it goes well. Oh, so close. Yay! Victory! Many have some treasure recipes. This is yes. I can smell them. I need to remember the scents. My brain may not be big enough to remember everything, but their scents will stick to my fabric. Are these recipes important? Of course, I learned them from the other Pisces who were locked up with me. Which one should we try first? Impeccably dressed human. Let's try Midnight Bloom Bright. Truth, the scent of Midnight Bloom Bright is so refreshing, it really wakes you up. No wonder my big sis always chooses this recipe whenever she goes to the detergent bar. My big sis is really cautious. She's part of the Pisces Protection Guild, so she knows there are some shady folks in Scythia. Even when locked in the basement, she stayed calm. She said she reported her location to Leora regularly, and if she ever went missing, the other Pisces would know something was wrong with the detergent bar. Leora? Could that be the Leora we know? All I've heard is that she's a Pisces very familiar with Threadstar. Beyond that, my big sis wouldn't say much. She reminded me to always stay on my guard and watch out for myself. I can only remember things if I catch their scent, so thanks for helping me. Squeeze this batch. Fine, human, which one should we try next? Oh, that aroma is so strong, it's making my head spin. That old bard always said the scent of the detergent can inspire your creativity. That dizzy, woozy feeling is what being in a creative mood feels like. But even when locked up with no detergent, the songs that Bard sang still gave us confidence and hope. She vowed to tear through the carefully stitched starlight to light a path for those trapped souls. As glasses clinked and alarms blared, the Pisces formed a rope ladder for her to climb up to the skylight. She loved using this legend to lift our spirits. From the wardrobe burned to ashes, no new hero could be born, but we, the Pisces who stick together, will surely soar once more on the winds of freedom. The burned wardrobe, the battles against Threadstar, it sounds like Circe from when she was human. Maybe this song isn't just a legend, maybe it's real. I can only remember things if I catch their scent. Okay, yep. Merry go round. Weird, these scents are practically fighting each other. No wonder the guard said the lounge owner always yells at him for throwing out trouble. If it were me, I wouldn't want to make this recipe either. That guard may look mean, but he's actually a good guy. He used to be a member of the Kingdom Guards. Ah, I always forgot. He and the other Kingdom Guards who came to rescue me gave me a task. Is this a Kingdom Guards badge? They said it's for a Pisces named Scarlet. She's quite famous. Everyone used to think she was crazy or be chasing a case that had long been closed. Now they want to give her the old team badge, both out of guilt and to show their respect. I see. I'm about to visit her so I can give her the badge. Thank you so much. I remember these scents. Next time I see everybody, I'm able to mix up a batch of their favourite detergents. I'm really happy too. Knowing that everyone remembers those 2 Pisces, now you should get some rest. Wait a moment, Yanni, I have one more question. After you were kidnapped, were you kept locked up for a long time? Yes, I was locked up for 6 months. Some Pisces were held even longer. During that time, my fabric grew shorter. I heard from the others that the painful things done to us were experiments. Threadstar, it's always been like that. Always been like that? Oh, are you that journalist? Right after we were released, a group escorted us to Eversoak. They were your colleagues. The head of their team couldn't stop singing your praises, saying this was going to be a big story and that you were an ace journalist. But I couldn't save Mr. Simon. He went missing for so long, I actually had the time. If only I'd written a headline-grabbing story back then. If only I'd paid more attention to what he was saying about the fabric. Could I have saved him and the other Pisces? Tommy? The exposé isn't even finished yet. What am I thinking? Never mind, Miss Nikki, now that you've uncovered Threadstar schemes, shouldn't we head back? Let's go report to Miss Scarlet first and give her the badge. Thanks, I remember the sense. And could you please deliver the badge to Miss Scarlet? Okay. Will do. Okay, where are we going though? Where is she? Oh, she's on the top. Okay. Easy peasy. Which actually makes a lot of sense, because that's where we left her earlier. Look, even Quirky Gordon is here. Even after the River Slate's soiree ended, I thought for sure he'd lock himself away and start his experiments. Very good. I thought removing the fabric might affect your memories, or that the wounds would be too difficult to mend, but the results show your surgery actually didn't fail. Didn't fail? It wasn't an ordinary experiment. Failure would have been disastrous. Good thing everything went smoothly, Miss Scarlet. Maybe too quick to celebrate. Some of the patches in the base fabric are fused tightly. Trying to remove them completely would be fatal. Doctor, I'm not concerned about irreversible damage. Go ahead and do the surgery again. Honestly, I never expected the fabric on me could be removed. Now I have the chance, I want to return all the fabric to their families. That's why you asked me to contact the victims' families. Is it really necessary to put yourself through all this? I understand how Miss Scarlet feels. Just like Leah, each patch still holds a small fragment of a departed Pisces soul quietly breathing. Still, I don't think the victims would want you, the one who helped catch their tormentor, to sacrifice your life like this. I borrowed their fabric, and I've already decided that once Threadstar was dealt with, I was going to return it. But what are you two arguing about? I only said it shouldn't be completely removed, not that I wouldn't. It can still be removed. I just can't guarantee the patches will stay intact, but I can make sure you will no longer hear voices through the fabric. That's all I can ask for. Mr. Gordon, you really are a genius. That's good news. However, if the fabric starts to break down, some of the memories it carries may be lost forever. Miss Scarlet, perhaps you can record these memories? Over the years, you've dreamed their dreams and heard their stories. If you write them all down, even if the families can't be found to inherit the memories, they'll still live on forever. That's a very good suggestion. This way, I can undergo the surgery without being too worried. I see. What's wrong, Tommy? You're being unusually quiet. Huh? I was just thinking. No wonder Mr. Simon's journey home was so long, taking so much time. He was just like Miss Scarlet, wanting to find someone to inherit every story. I think I know how to answer Kulin's question. I need to go see her again. By the way, how is your investigation into Kulin and Leon coming along? It's going really well. We've already pieced together the entire sequence of events. Later, Tommy will fill you in. He's just about to write the article. Oh, his colleague even brought back your old badge for you. It's back. When Leah was just starting to understand things, she once asked me, Mummy, why do you have this beautiful piece of jewellery that no one else has? Thank you. Now I can take this memory home with me. It's just so eager to go home. Let's begin the surgery. Separating deep layers of fabric. I can hardly wait. No, we won't keep you any longer. Tommy, let's go see Kulin and tell her everything we learned. Oh, she's literally right here. Nick explained everything, Leon's deception, how he treated Kulin as a Leon's deception, how he treated Kulin as a pawn, and all the hatred towards Miss Simon. Aren't you angry? Do you have anything you want to say? Angry at whom? Leon or foolish me? It was me who trusted him, obeyed him, and killed my brother. Fine then. Do you have nothing to say? Then let me speak. I want to answer your questions from before. Mr. Simon insists on travelling so far, on dedicating his life to becoming a journalist because he wanted his stories to be heard by more individuals. What are you talking about? He once said that telling stories is a great responsibility. Back then I didn't get it, but during this investigation of Threadstar, I think I'm finally beginning to understand. The stories behind Yanni's intelligent recipes were what gave the imprisoned Pisces strength. Miss Scarlet respects every patch of fabric on her because each one carries the soul of a Pisces who suffered. That's what makes the story so important. Ease's forgotten lives and buried thoughts are a chance to be seen again. Yes, if it can then reach more Pisces, more humans, creating opportunities to change the future. If I had been like Leon, obsessed with gaining attention, and had actually listened carefully to what Mr. Simon said about the missing Pisces, I've realized Threadstar schemes, rescued him sooner, and helped so many other Pisces. Ah, Dorento said something similar. Mr. Dorento went through a similar experience. It was the delivery game. Our father was a courier, and at home there were piles of letters with their recipients. At first, he was just having fun, then one day he found some letters from the outskirts asking for help. A poor family's house had been taken over by a villain. Their poor family didn't know anyone in the city, and the addresses on the letters were all jumbled. Narento was worried and asked everyone for help, but no one would listen to a child. It's horrible. What ended up happening to the family? Hunger, disease, displacement. Narento thought that if his voice had been louder, if people had heard him sooner, things might have turned out differently. But that's why he wanted to be a journalist. Maybe so, but there's no way to hear him tell his story now. Regardless, that's why Tommy wanted to become a journalist, to tell the truth in a way that always reaches someone. Thank you, all of you. At least now I have an answer. Once Miss Scarlet is ready, she'll take you back to Cecilia to face judgment. When the time comes, I'll write to you on behalf of Mrs. Simon. I'll also send you a copy of my exposé on Leon. Miss Nikki, before that, could you come with me to Prosperville to meet Madame Julie? Don't worry, it won't be a long interview. I only have one question for her. I've never seen Madame Julie in a long time. Sure, let's go. Thank you for having me find my brother. Oh. Well, actually, these guys might still be here. I'll be leaving the abandoned district soon and return to Cecilia. Once the fabric is removed, I'll seek out their remaining loved ones and return to them what is rightfully theirs. I can't guarantee what will happen once all the patches are removed, but before surgery, I'll make sure to write down all the memories I can. Okay. I wanted to do the fun, like, interlude quest, but I've just ended up doing this quest instead. But where's Raggy? He hasn't been here once. This is unnecessary. Unnecessary. He better be here with Miss Julie. He's gotten so much livelier here, so any prices from real estate are here too. Oh no, Madame Julie is. Let's go find her and see if she's willing to do an interview with Tommy. Now let's see, the transport routes, business spots, usable area, all surveyed and checked. And of course, we can't forget the most important thing. According to our survey, the best choice here is gentle detergents that won't harm fabric. Hopefully this fresh tubing, fragrance, can also wash away a bit of sadness here. Naturally, plus with Madame Julie's full support, I can already smell the scent of detergent. We really nailed this, but like capable, sharp-nosed detergent floofs. Yes. Inspectors is the more accurate word. Fine, what a capable sharpness Inspector Floofs. And who are all of these people? Why are you watching me dance? Come on, let's share a song together. But I can't dance. Don't be nervous, Madame Julie always says. There's such a thing as a Pisces who can't dance, any Pisces who haven't realized they can dance. Just follow the rhythm, jump however you like, boldly and freely. That's the Pisces dance. This place may be a little run down, but it's strong and sturdy. We won't have to worry about any water spouts here. However, this is an estate, Jenny. If there's anything you still need, just tell me. I'll make sure it gets taken care of. No need to worry. This place is just fine. It's been so long since I left the Ripple Estate, and coming here actually reminds me of this simple yet warm gatherings back in Prosperville. Just a few wood chairs, you could set up a little roadside stall for rare brews. Back then, a few cups of fruit drink, a slice of golden crisp baked wheat cake, and laughter would drift through the night by candlelight. Time is truly wondrous. Though it flows so quietly, it somehow turns the years into soft shimmering ripples. So thanks to Madame Julie and Miss Nikki that we can all come together like this happy, warm, and full of laughter. We did 1, 2, 3. And there's some people over here. There's Raggy! Girl, your ancestors are enchanting. You have such purity, a wildness, that feeling of sun, it's filling over stalks of wheat, telling a story as you move. Contact place later. We'll open a few bottles of detergent, we'll taste intensely fruity scents, the purest echoes of the golden age, both elegant and classic. And then come over to my place. I don't have fancy stuff, but we can sit on haystacks under the moonlight, chat our hearts out, and dance a few more songs. Oh, I'd love that. Talking and dancing with friends under the moonlight, such elegance. Follow me, 1 pump, 2 pump, spin around. By stretching a fabric like this regularly, each thread will become stronger and stronger. I call this strip gymnastics. Come on, do it with me. If I keep practicing like this, will my punches become faster when I'm defending others and taking on the bad guys? Using this move while pressing juice doesn't seem to make things any more efficient. I don't think about punching or pressing juice all the time. This is just a fabric workout. That's why Raggy was occupied. Ah, the little Leora, still so sentimental. Julie, was that a letter from Leora? Nikki and Momo, perfect timing. Leora wrote to you as well. Here, this is for you. To Nikki and Momo. By the time I put pen to paper, the train has already carried me into a landscape I'd never seen before. Outside the glass, clouds drift like tufts of cotton pulled from the sky, spread out as if drawing on a line. Soft, weightless, they remind me of you. Nikki, thank you, not just for unmasking Threadstar's twisted games, but for reminding me what it feels like to dream. Sometimes I wonder if Cersei had met you, she would have learned sooner that dreams don't need names. Others give them. They don't need fanfare or approval or some grand unveiling. A dream might be something small, something fleeting, the warmth of sunlight spinning across the floor, the hush of a bird's wings in the wind. The sudden thought that you could reach out and catch it. That's all it takes. Jane tells me you and Momo have seen so many places together, and I ask myself, how far will I need to travel to reach that one fleeting instant? Perhaps there's still a peak left to conquer. Perhaps it all begins tomorrow. I wish you fair skies on your journey ahead, and may you find surprises worth the detour. Leora. How nice, it seems you're always enjoying her travels. Maybe someday we'll cross paths with her again in some hidden corner of Maryland. There's also a handwritten letter for Benny, which I left by his grave. What, these stones are Mr. Benny's grave? So what do you think? It's a nice spot, isn't it? Even the meetups for the Forgotten Pisces and the locals are held nearby too. It's very beautiful. Ah, that reminds me, we came across a wish card that Mr. Benny had left behind. Do you know what we should do with it, Madame Julie? This is the longest wish card I've ever seen. How unusual. But it's so sincere, I'll help burn it. You know the custom of stone woods, right? Burning a wish makes us feel lighter. Yes, actually, I have a wish too. No wonder you asked to come along. You just couldn't bring yourself to say it, huh? Madam Julie, tell me what's to interview you. Oh, you really are persistent. Has your injury healed yet? I've always liked those with perseverance. Alright then, what is it you want to ask me? I wanted to ask you, which story would you allow me to include in my article? Your story with Leora or Juliet and Cersei's? Whoa, so privacy conscious all of a sudden. Well, my answer is both of them. You want to write an expose on Threadstar, right? Then lay out all their crimes in full detail. Make sure everyone remembers the truth about what really happened. Okay, I will. Now I have one last little request. I was thinking, could we take a photo together to remember this moment? After I get back to the office, I'll organize everything I've discovered and put it all into an article. The exciting, the ordinary, the messy, the heartwarming, all mixed together, just like those fields where wheat grows alongside wild grasses. I always want to remember all of you bravely marching towards the truth and never once giving up. Oh my, over the years, countless Pisces have wanted to take a photo with me, lining up all the way from Cecilia Grand Theatre to Stonecrown. But your reason's the first one that's truly touched my heart. Alright then, let's take a photo together. I'll take it. Not only am I Nikki's trusty assistant, I am also top-notch photographer extraordinaire. Okay. Right, Momo, are we taking a photo? Oh yeah, group photo time. Group photo time. I guess we stand in the middle. P for photo. And then smile, and then we probably need some light because it's really dark. Why is it cursed? Let's try again. I can't guarantee you what happened. Okay. But what do I do with the photo? Oh. Did I do it wrong? Did I not include everyone in my photo? Did I miss Scarlet or something? I was wondering because she's on the end. Okay, well let's delete that one and try this again. Let's do a pose. And let's put some lights. Is that it? What? Why is it still not working? What am I doing? How do you not... take a photo with everyone. Maybe I need to be right here specifically? I'm going to zoom out a bit more. I think that's everyone. Okay, let's try this again. No? Why is it not working? Maybe if I teleport and climb back, maybe that'll work. Just in time to end this quest. Okay, this seems to be the correct place. Let's just put some lighting on. And some pose. And that should be everybody. Why don't you like it? What's wrong with my photo? I've taken too many now. It's Nikki. This journey has finally helped me untangle all the loose threads in my mind. I used to think this was as long as the story is explosive enough to have all the sis here talking about it for 3 days, that was all that mattered, but now I see things differently. Congratulations, I'm glad to hear you say that, but somehow it feels like you're saying goodbye. Wow, classic Nikki. You always see straight through the fog and grasp the truth, but you won't guess this. It's a sketch for a camera. Is this for me? It's so beautiful, the patterns on it. Oh, that little red flower, is it Leora? The little blue hat is Kulin, the green checkered hat is Leon, and those sunglasses belong to Mr. Benny. That's right, I just had an idea. I thought, why not use this investigation as inspiration for a camera design and to give it to you as a keepsake. Thank you for exposing Threadstar schemes and for helping me find the true meaning of being a journalist. I had Miss Scarlet's surgery went smoothly, I'll leave with them soon, and go dumpster diving at the next location. But this time, like this assignment, I'll uncover the real truth. You're definitely going to become a journalist who walks with the truth and brings your stories to the world, just like Miss Simon. Let the truth be told in a way that always reaches someone.
Thanks for watching, everyone. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you'd like to see me play live, then check out my Twitch channel. You can find me on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 PM GMT. Thanks again, and have a great day.